From Television City in Hollywood, it's Card Sharks. Here's the host of Card Sharks, Bob Eubanks.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Card Sharks. We're glad you could join us today. When we left off last time, we were ready to play the big money with our brand new champion. So let's meet him right now. Come on in here, Steve. Here we go, man.
Hi, Bob.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing great.
Get right up there so they can see you.
Okay.
Woo! Hey, this is exciting because now you have a chance to win thousands of dollars. The $200 you won the other day is yours to keep no matter what happens. But now I want you to welcome the lovely Susanna Williams and Lacey Pemberton, our two dealers on our show. How are you today? And they have a deck of cards that you cut before we went on the air, right? Now, you have a chance to win thousands of dollars as we play for the big money. The $200 you won so far is yours to keep. Give you new money now, $200 in the bottom row to bet with. When you get to the second row up there, we'll give you another $400 of betting money. Your minimum bets are $50 each time. And also, you can change one card per line by choosing one of the spare cards that Susanna's dealing out right there. So you understand all those rules?
I sure do.
Well, get them, guy, because here's your chance to win a lot of money. Give him $200, please. Here we go. You can turn that $200 into $32,000 if they go right for you. Let's see what happens. Here's your first card. It's a deuce. You're on your way.
All of it higher.
Yeah, higher than the deuce. How about a queen?
Oh, $250 lower.
$250 lower than the queen. Your card is a 5.
All right.
$650.
Change that card.
Oh, change the 5.
No, I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it.
Okay.
I had good luck with that in the last game.
Yeah.
I'm going $450 higher.
$450 higher than the 5. Whoa! Jumped up and got you, didn't
okay.
it? It's okay.
It's okay.
You've got $200 now. You give you another $400, $600, and a 3.
Okay, I am going $500 higher.
500 higher than the 3. There's an ace for you.
Okay.
Now
all of it lower.
Yeah.
All of it
lower. There it is. 2,200.
2,000 lower.
2,000 lower than the king. It's lower. $4,200. The 4 is your card. You got to bet at least $2,100 this time.
Okay, I sure will.
Play it or change it.
Okay.
Gonna keep it?
I am going to keep that 4.
Okay.
Sure. I am going $3,200 higher.
3,200 higher than the 4. Come on, be there for Steve. Is it higher than the 4? It is. Yes. There you go. $7,400. Just like that.
Woo! Way to go, man. Oh my.
That's a pretty good way to start a day, isn't it? Okay, our champion is now at $7,600. We'll be the new challenger for him when we come back. Welcome to Card Sharks. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Card Sharks. Glad you could join us today. Our champ just won $7,600. Just like that. Isn't that fun? Hey, by the way, I want to remind everybody that next week, it's Young People's Week on our show once again. We had the young folks on once before. We had such a good time with them and a great response from you, so we've invited them back. And next week, it is Young People's Week on Card Sharks, so we'll see you for that. Now, Steve, if you're ready, let's meet a new challenger. Her name is Pat, and here she is. Hello, Patty. How are you?
Just fine, just fine. I'm Pat Macbeth from Brownwood, Texas.
I couldn't have guessed.
No way. I've been married 31 years to a guy named Jim, have 3 grown children, 2 grandchildren, and I'm a volunteer fireman.
Are you?
Yes.
In Brownsville?
At Brownwood.
Oh, Brownwood.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Where's Brownwood?
It's right in the center of Texas.
Whoa.
Right in the geographical center of Texas.
And so when the bell rings, you go fight the fire?
That's right. They usually call my house and say, lady, we got a fire.
And what do you do?
I go get the truck and go fight the fire.
What do you mean? You have a truck?
I drive the truck.
Oh, you drive the fire truck?
Yes. I really do. I really do.
Well, that's great. Well, it's nice to have you with us.
Thank
Okay, you know how to play the game.
Yes.
Lacey's dealing out the cards that you cut before we went on the air. You win 2 games, you become the champ. If you're the champ, then you have a chance to play for the big money like Steve just did.
Steve
It wasn't that neat?
Yes.
All right. So good luck to the two of you. Here we go with our first question. Steve, this one's for you. We surveyed 100 women who are millionaires, and we asked them, the last time you ate dinner at home, did you wash the dishes yourself? How many women millionaires said they did wash the dishes themselves?
I think that a millionaire woman didn't get that way by hiring a maid, so she cut back on a lot of her frivolous stuff. I say it's going to be a very low number. I tell you what, I'm going to change that around. I say 70 people.
So you're telling me that 70 out of 100 women millionaires said they did wash the dishes themselves?
Yeah.
Pat, higher or lower than 70?
Oh, I think it's going to be lower than 70. If I was a millionaire, I wouldn't wash my dishes.
What'd you do with them? Throw them away.
I'd throw them away and get some new ones.
Right.
Keep the economy going.
The actual number of women millionaires who wash the dishes themselves is 79. Was it lower? It was higher. Woo, Steve, I was thinking to myself, no, Steve, but you were right on target, pal.
Okay, let's go with it.
Okay. Steve, you ready? Here's your card. It's a deuce.
Oh, we're flowing. Let's go higher.
Higher than the deuce. There's a jack for you.
Lower.
Lower than the jack. Here we go. 9.
Freeze.
Freeze on that one?
Freeze on that 9.
Okay. No, that's good choice. He'll freeze right there on the 9. That keeps Pat away from the cards, and he has control as of right now, anyway. And let's go on to our next question. Pat, this one is for you, and this question involves 10 married women who were selected before we went on the air in our studio audience. So there they are. Now, Patty, before the show, we asked these 10 married women, do you wish your husband was more romantic? How many of these 10 women wish their husband was more romantic?
Oh, I think most women wish their husband was more romantic. I mean, you watch TV and see what all these suave guys do, or you read
all those what kind of guys?
Suave.
Oh, those suave guys, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, Gene Wood, he's suave.
That's right.
And DeBoner.
So I think it's going to be about 7.
7 out of the 10.
Yes.
Interesting. What do you think, Steve?
They look like a very romantic bunch. I'm going to say it's a little bit lower than that, though.
You think it's lower than the 7? Yeah. Well, the actual number of these women who wish their husband was more romantic is 5. You're right, it was lower.
Here we go.
I want to see the 5 happy ladies. The 5 ladies who do not wish their husband was more romantic. Who are you? Does that mean they're okay, or you want them to leave you alone?
They're okay.
Oh, they're okay. All right. Ladies, thank you very much for participating in our poll. All right.
Let's change that card.
Want to get rid of the 9?
Change it.
Why not?
Not good.
9, thank you, Lacey. 9 is a jack.
Lower.
We go lower. Lower than the jack cards are due.
Higher. Let's go higher.
In order to win game number 1, there it
Yeah.
is. And our champ wins the first game.
Tough skill.
Okay, Steve, first game is yours. Win the next game, and you'll go right back and play for the big money. So, Patty, that means that you've really got to work on this one now. You've got to win this game in order to stay in the match. Lacey's going to deal out cards from the same deck, and let's begin. Game number 2 right now. Steve, for you. Surveyed 100 mothers of newborn babies, and we asked them, on the day your baby was born, did you say to yourself, never again? How many new mothers did say to themselves, never again?
Yeah, at that moment after that day when they did have that baby, the worst pain in their lives.
How do you know?
People I've talked to.
Oh, okay.
And they tell me, you'll never have to go through that. And
No.
I said, I hope not. Yeah.
Chances are you won't.
You never know with medicine now.
If you ever do and you need a manager, you call me, okay?
I say it's a little less than half, though. I'm going to say 40.
You say 40 out of 100 new mothers did say to themselves, never again. Pat, what do you think?
Well, I've had 3 children.
Yes.
And I never did say that till the last one, and boy, 3's plenty. That's enough.
Tell me. Yeah.
But I think it's going to be a little bit higher.
Think it'd be higher than the 40?
Yeah.
Okay, the actual number of new mothers who say never again is 45. You're right, Pat, it was higher.
All right.
Well, I can imagine it would be higher, too. Now, Pat, you have catching up to do, my dear.
Try,
Well, let's see if you can do it. How about this one? There's a 3 for you.
Okay, higher.
Higher than the 3, there's a 5 for you.
Higher.
Higher than the 5, there's a 6 for you.
3.
Heck, froze right there. Okay, so Pat now has the lead in this game, and she's got to win this game in order to stay in the match. We'll be right back to find out if she does. Right after this. Look at that. With this game now, Pat, the next question is yours, and here we go. Pat, we surveyed 100 high school teachers, and we asked them, if a teacher poses for Playboy magazine, is it okay for her to continue teaching? How many teachers said yes, it's okay for her to continue teaching?
Well, I would think it would be all right, but, you know, a lot of people wouldn't. And it depends. And all the pictures in Playboy aren't nude.
No, it's true.
No, some of them have on really cute, you know, costumes and things. That wouldn't be
Some
bad.
of them do have real cute, you know,
Yeah,
yes.
How many people would object?
How many teachers said yes, it's okay for her to continue teaching?
Oh, 35.
35 out of 100. Steve, what do you think?
I think teachers get pretty jealous when a teacher mate gets to be in Playboy. They get a little jealous. But I'm going to say it's a little higher, though, than that.
Think it's a little higher than that?
Sure.
The actual number of high school teachers who said it's okay for her to continue teaching is 74. Boy, it was higher. Hey, I'm really glad to hear that. I am. 74. Steve, you have control. You have to catch up now, and there's your card. Look at there.
Lower. Let's go lower.
Let's go lower. How about a 10?
I'm going to go with it lower.
Gonna go on and lower this time. There's an 8 for you.
I'm going to freeze.
Boy, he almost went on. Okay, so he'll freeze right there, so we're all tied up. Both players have just 2 cards to turn over to win this game. If Steve wins the game, he wins the championship. Pat's going to try to keep that from happening. Steve, got one for you. We surveyed 100 men in the United States Marines, and we asked them, did the Marine recruiter lie to you when he convinced you to join? Now, how many Marines claim the recruiter lied to them?
I think all recruiters bend the truth a little bit. You know, I mean, a hot cup of coffee in the swamps is, you know, they make it into just a true adventure, you know. I'm going to say that 65.
Like see the Middle East, right?
Yep.
Yes, 65. Okay. 65 out of 100. Pat, what do you think?
I think it's going to be higher than that. I'm like him. I think they're going to bend the truth just a little, make it a little bit nicer sounding than what it really could turn out to be.
Okay, well, let's see. The actual number of Marines who said the recruiter lied to them is 50. No, it wasn't higher. It was lower. All right. That's not bad. That's half of them, though. Steve.
Change that card.
I knew you'd say that.
Card.
Lacey has a brand new one for you. The 8 is now a 9.
Oh, I'm gonna go with the no face cards up there. I'm going higher.
You're gonna go higher. All right. Let's see if there's a face card under here. Is it higher than the 9? It is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lower. I'm going lower with the jack.
If it's lower, you win the game, you win the match, and once again, you'll play for the big money. Lower than the jack. Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad.
All right. Did it again.
Beautiful.
All right, champ remains the champ. Congratulations to you, Steve.
Thank you.
Pat, I want you to say hi to everybody in Brownwood, Texas.
Hello, everybody in Brownwood, Texas.
No, I mean when you get back there.
No, I tell them now.
Oh, you want to say them now?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have
and
nice
I'm so
prizes
happy to
for
be
you.
here.
Thank you, honey.
Bye-bye.
See you. Bye-bye. Come here, Steve. Right over here.
Good.
Way to go, man.
Thank you.
Good for you. All right. So, you just added another $200 to your total. You're doing just fine. And now, as you know, Susanna and Lacey have a brand new deck of cards that you cut before we went on the air. And once again, we're going to play for the big money. And remember, the money you won so far is yours to keep no matter what happens. So, we'll start you off on the bottom row with $200. What you have to do is bet your way across the bottom row. You know that. When you get to the next row up there, we're going to give you another $400 of betting money. Keep in mind, minimum bet's $50 each time. And also, you can change 1 card per line by choosing one of the spare cards that Susanna is dealing out. So if you got all those rules down again, good luck to you. Let's win some more money. Give him $200.
Okay.
He's got it. Here we go.
Okay, let's see that card.
Good luck, Steve.
Okay.
Here's your first card. That card's a 9.
Ooh.
Wow.
Change that card with the 2.
Number 2, all right. 9 is a 4. That's
okay. $100 higher.
100. Higher than the 4. Look there. There's a 10 for you.
150 lower.
$150 lower than the 10. Coming up, king. Nope.
Okay.
Now you're down to $150, but you got a king.
Okay. I'm going 100. No, 150 lower.
Why not?
All of it lower.
All of it lower than the king. Look at there. Yes. $300. 400 added to the 300. You have $700, and there is a 5.
I'm going to keep that card. I'm going to bet 400 higher.
$400 higher than the 5. You did it.
Beautiful.
Yes. $1,100.
All right. We're looking sweet now. We're going $800 lower.
800 lower than the queen. Jack. Just
Okay.
barely.
Okay. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'm going to say, again, $800 lower.
Again, 800 lower than the jack. There's an ace for you. No. That brings you to $1,100, but my, look at there. The ace is shining on you.
Sure. All that low.
Of course, lower than the ace. There you go. Make it another $2,200.
Wait.
That's great. Not bad at all. Okay. I want to tell you something. In the last half hour, you just made $10,000. That's not so bad. We'll be back in just a moment to meet a new challenger right after this.